What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. May I haven't got a clue how many episodes we're on now. I'm absolutely shattered, but I've just found something really cool that I wanted to share with you. So I have created, come up with, found a little ChatGPT prompt that I think could be really useful. So it's for those of you who are trying to lose weight or you're conscious of your weight and you're trying to manage your calories to some degree, but you're finding that you're just not sure whether you're eating the right amounts. So yeah, I've created this really cool prompt that is like a plug and play thing that will just work it out for you. Before I give you the prompt, I wanted to highlight maybe why you'd want to work out your calories, but also some pitfalls and why it's not the full picture. So why would you want to know your calories? Well, fundamentally, in order to lose weight or gain muscle, we need to either be in a calorie deficit, i.e., eating less than we burn, through like your exercise, the energy cost of just living, your day-to-day movement. And if we're trying to lose weight, trying to gain muscle, sorry, then we would probably want to be in a little bit of a calorie surplus. So this is where we're eating more than we burn from all those things I've said before. There is a bit of nuance around that in that you don't have to necessarily be in a calorie surplus for muscle gain, but if you're someone that's been training for a little while or you're struggling to gain muscle, it definitely helps. And then for some people, it is just about maintenance. So just being at that balance where you're eating roughly the same as you're using. So I guess that's why you'd like want to know your calories. Um, but all these kind of calorie estimators, the equations, they all have their limitations in that the calorie equation has so many factors. So on the inputs, we've got things like energy cost of digesting your food, and that varies depending on what you eat. Things like just your fidgeting, uh, how much you move around in your sleep, whether you use the stairs, things that you're never really going to track or know do vary massively between people. Then obviously how much you exercise, how much you move around in general, that's definitely going to affect how much energy you use. And then whilst the calorie equation is definitely true, like you can't change that. It definitely is the thing that drives weight loss or gain. There's just so many factors and processes that affect both the inputs and the outputs. So it is imperfect. All of these things are just an estimation. And then the final thing I wanted to drill down before I get into the actual prompt. Sorry, I know this has gone on longer than I thought already. Um, but calories are not the only thing that matters. Whilst they do drive weight loss or gain, we also want to be cognizant of our protein intake, our vitamin and minerals, and these are really important for health, but also indirectly for weight loss or gain, because they'll affect how good we feel, how much energy we use, and our drive to exercise and move around. So yeah, there's a lot of factors going on there, and I just don't want to get into this mindset that calories are the only thing that matters, because food quality, macros, they also matter. I don't know why it's become this false dichotomy where it is one or the other, because it's just fucking stupid, I'll be honest. Right, this is probably what you're actually here for. I've dilly-dallied around enough. So the prompt is, well, I'm just finding it again. I've lost it 1 second. So you go into ChatGPT, you say, please work out my calorie target. I'm a X-year-old, then male or female. My height is blah, blah, blah centimeters, and I weigh whatever you weigh in kilos. You then say, on average, I get around however many steps you do a day. And then you tell it, I train for about X number of hours per week. And the last thing you do is say, my goal is to, and here you put whatever your goal is. Typically it'd be lose weight, build muscle, or maintain weight and sports performance. Then you say, please work out my calorie target. Show only the estimated calories and the summary paragraph. Have you got that? Memorized it, right? Obviously not. If you go into the show notes, I will put this prompt down there. You can copy and paste it. I would really appreciate if you share this episode with anyone that might find it useful, because I really am trying to grow this podcast. I think it's really useful to just get away from social media a little bit, where you have to drill everything down to like a 10 to 20-second clip. So I really want to make this podcast something that I can refer people to, something that grows. Also, if you've got any topics you'd like me to cover, I'd definitely be keen to hear them. So that's all I wanted to say today, and I'll speak to you soon.